Hi everyone, I really appreciate you stopping in today. I have a little envelope here from Flower Letters. This is letter number 2. I will admit I was a little confused by this one. So I still have, I have my first one here because I was like, I'm confused. But let me give you a little information about this monthly subscription, obviously called Flower Letters. It's a monthly subscription. It's $12 a month. Your very first one, there's a discount on their website, so you get it for about $10 for that first month. Free shipping in the United States. They do deliver outside of the U.S. I mean, let's face it, it's basically postage. You choose your adventure. Immerse yourself in a brand new storytelling experience full of history, romance, and pulse-pounding adventure delivered to your door 2 times a month. So April, the first letter, I signed up in the beginning of April, I think. So I only got 1 letter in April. And I just received this on April 6th. So I want to see if I get another one. April 6th, May 6th, if I get another one in May. Because if not, I'm not sure how that 2 times a month will take place. I know it's 24 for the year. But if they say 2 a month, I'd like to get 2 a month. April, I understand, when I signed up, the first letter could, So that one's fine, but we'll see how May goes. So, the first letter for me was very interesting. Introduced, real fast, I just will introduce, I think, Lily Clara, if I'm not mistaken. Wife wanted, introduced Lily Clara, which is this person right here. Gentleman put an ad out in the paper at the time looking for a wife, I would assume. The gentleman's name, I will tell you from the first letter, is, I think, Gambit. Let me see what his, they're beautiful letters. Yeah, Mr. Gambit. And Lily Clara Moore is the woman. So here's the first letter. I'm not going to be reading these to you because if you get this, then I'm spoiling it. So Mr. Gambit is the gentleman that she responded to. I want to see if I can get his first name. Sylvester Gambit. And so that was like letter number 1. So it was the introduction of like the main character or characters that's going to be. So then I get this letter and I open it and I, obviously I have, looked at this and I was very confused initially. So, you usually get like some advertisement cards and things like that in here, things like that, just from those times. And I think I have this backwards. So yeah. So the first thing here introduces Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. Little, they're in Chicago, like basically for hire. Then there was this letter here, and it was a 2-page letter right here from Pinkerton's Detective Agency. And the person that is sending the letter, it's being sent to a gentleman named Matthew Hinkman in Bedford, Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania. And this is obviously from Bill Pinkerton from Chicago. And he's from the Pinkerton Detective Agency. So when I read this, and, nice, beautiful letter here, there, this page, and then this page, I was confused. I was like, well, where do these characters come in? Like, I know when you read a book, in the beginning, it's the introduction of different characters, and then they're introduced throughout a book. Well, now they have to do it through the letters that they sent. So at first I was like, what does this have to do with the first letter that I received? Until I realized that in this letter is mentioned the Horn Silver Mine Company in Frisco, which from the first letter, Sylvester Gambit says he owns. But in this letter, it doesn't say that. So basically, whoever this Matthew Hinkman is asking for this detective agency to look into this. Now, it does not say on behalf of, like, Lily Clara, or if he's related to her at some point. Now, hopefully related to her, and hopefully at some point it ties in a little bit better, because I will admit I was confused after reading this. But basically looking into this whole thing. So is this person, you know, it introduces in here 3 sisters called Bright Stars that I guess are murderers, have killed people. You know, a little confusing to me at first on this. So, and then here is an advertisement looking about from this Pinkerton's Detective Agency, a reward of $5,000 for the capture of the Bright Star sisters. So I don't know if this Matthew person is trying to find these ladies, but Lily Clara doesn't appear to be one of these ladies. Wanted for murder by poison and thievery. So I'm not, like, once again, slightly confused, but, you know, sometimes you just have to follow and then follow along. This says read last. And this was to this person, which is Bill. I mean, that's what I said. It was very confusing to me. Bill Pinkerton. Right here, a little telegram, I should say. You know, to Bill Pinkerton from Matthew Hickman, but I still don't know who Matthew Hickman is. I never took you for the flattering type. By the way, you're bad at it. Horn Silver Mine, you say? Isn't that Jay Cook's $1 Million Miracle? And he says, I'll be there in 3 days. So I don't know if there's some kind of a swindle going on here. That this Sylvester Gambit in letter 1 to Lily Clara is basically like, that's my mine, that's my business, when technically it's Jay Cook's business. So I don't know what's going on there. I would assume we have to wait for future letters to get more of the story and figure that out. So this is basically, to me, like a little mystery along the way, just to see what's going on, what's the deal, that kind of stuff. I mean, I find this stuff interesting. I mean, I know there's like mystery subscriptions out there, which would interest me. I do like all this kind of stuff. But like I said, letter 2 was a little confusing because it's not really tied in. No mention of Lily Clara or Sylvester Gambit that were in the first letter. So I'm assuming that maybe letter 3 or 4 would kind of tie this together a little more. I don't know what the Bright Stars sisters has to do with it. If anything, or if that was just something with that detective agency, I'm not sure. So this is letter 2. And like I said, I have letter 1 here. So I keep them together because like when letter 3 comes, I might have to go back and refer to these to try to figure out how does this start to tie in. Hopefully it doesn't take till letter 10 to tie in, because then that would be kind of too much of a draw out. And I know sometimes in books it is, but you know, you might have 30 chapters to tie a story together. But in 24 letters, you really can't like drag it out too far. I don't want to be lost along the way. So we'll give this a shot and see. Hopefully letter 3 kind of starts to bring some stuff together to make this make more sense for me. I don't think it's a bad subscription so far, but I've only received 2 letters. And for $12 a month, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I appreciate you watching these. I know it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I watch channels that I might not be interested in a full face of elf makeup. I still watch because I support the creator. So I appreciate you watching this. Even if you don't love it, you know, click on and walk away and go do something and come back and close it out. Just don't click in and click out. Either commit to it or don't. I would greatly appreciate that. I also would like to put a thank you out there to the few of you that did make handbag purchases. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. 2 people have paid already, and I'm just waiting for the money to transfer from PayPal into my bank. And then I will take your boxes to the post office and get them shipped. I will provide you tracking for your boxes as soon as I ship them. This way you can track your box. I know one or two people are like, yes, we want it in the beginning, and are now like, oh, I'm not so sure. You know, I was pretty upfront in my video with the pricing and that you had to pay shipping. And so I don't get what the problem is, but it is what it is. So we'll see in the end. Whatever did not sell by that first weekend is in my charity bags. So if there's anything that you saw in that video that you were interested in, let me know. You can let me know in the comments down below if you don't have Instagram, and we can work it out. Please do not email me. That is the worst way to get a hold of me, honestly. So if you are interested in something, leave it in the comment. You can DM me on Instagram. No emails. And I did state that. I don't check my email every day. So if you're interested in something and you email me, I might not see it for 2 days, where if you DM me on Instagram, I'm going to see it right away. So you could email and be interested in a bag, and somebody could DM me in Instagram, and I'm going to sell it to them before I even get to your email. I do not check my email every single day. It's just not that urgent for me, where I'm on Instagram all the time. Facebook is never a way to get me because I am not on Facebook. I post to Facebook. I am on there to post to Instagram and to my Facebook page at night, and I'm out. I don't scroll. I don't look. I don't use Facebook. So don't ever try to get me through there. Instagram is your best bet. Or leave a comment down below that you're interested. If not, what didn't sell is going to charity, and I will call the end of this week and have all that stuff picked up and let somebody else enjoy it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye for now.